Hey there, I wanted to make this video to give you 5 quick, easy ways you can improve your Shopify store SEO. So let's jump right in here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our online store and we're going to go to preferences. And this will be a common theme I talk about in this video, but we want to make sure our titles and our descriptions are optimized for Google and for your store, and make sure that it's talking about what you carry, what your product is. We want to make these short but descriptive enough that they fit within your brand. So here we have a homepage title and our meta description. So this will be a very important spot. Make sure you talk about your brand, it describes what you do. You have a character limit, so make sure you stay within those characters. And make sure you also have a very nice social sharing image. You can also localize these. So if you want, if you have a clientele that maybe is French or Spanish, you want to make sure that they can read this stuff here. You can localize these with the Translate app that's built in that you can add to Shopify. So we're going to go over to our products here, our collections. It's the same thing again. We want to make sure we have a strong title, a strong description. Now, if we scroll to the bottom here, you see this little pencil, and this will let us edit our page title and our meta description. And again, we want to make sure we stay within the character limit, descriptive, specific to your brand. We can also update our URL handle here, which is important. And again, this kind of stuff, you can definitely look online for suggestions. Use Gemini or ChatGPT to help you structure this content here. But very important to not leave these blank or not let them these usually autofill as well from what you put up here. We don't want that. We want to make sure that it's optimized for Google search or Bing search. So we go to products. We have the same feature here. We want to make sure a strong title, strong description. And we come to the bottom here. We have the same setup. We have our page title, our meta description, and our URL handle. Okay. So make sure these are filled out and that they describe either the product or collection that you're working on. Another thing we want to make sure is our images. Obviously, high quality images, super important. We also want to make sure that we have a proper title and alt text for these. Again, you can use a lot of AI tools to help you generate this information. Make sure it's on brand for your products. Let's go to our online store. Our collection page. Here you can see we have our H1 title. So we only want one H1 on the page, right? So you can see here that we have our title, it's H1. So make sure that your page doesn't have multiple H1s. We just want one H1. We want to be ideally at the top. A good description of the page is great for SEO. If we scroll down here, I've added an H2. You see that's an H2 with supporting paragraph. And these are great for just giving your customers general information. Maybe it's a guide or a fact section, but they're also great for SEO. And you can see within my description here, I have these bold spots that are bracketed off. And these would be great spots to add backlinks. So to different pages on your site, or to specific products. You don't want to get too crazy with this. You don't want like blue, highlight marks everywhere, but it's good to have a couple on each page. That's kind of like a little bonus SEO tip for you. So those would be the top 5 plus the little bonus linking section here. So six tips for your SEO optimization. Obviously, we still have, site speed is super important. There's a lot of apps that Shopify has in the App Store that will help you. There's Tiny Image, which is a great tool for image optimization, adding alt tags and title tags, especially if you have a huge catalog and you're just getting into this. It'll help you sort of bulk edit all that stuff. Obviously, Gemini, ChatGPT are great resources to help you structure those meta descriptions and titles. And yeah, if you have any questions, just hit me in the description below, and I hope this helped you out. Thank you.